Midsouth customers know Hornady is a huge part of our business. The reloading equipment, the ammunition, the bullets, they're all over our TV shows, they're all over our website, and as long as we can remember, Hornady and Midsouth have been partners in getting their products from Nebraska to shooters all over the world. Their products have been featured on our catalog cover a bunch of times, and it's because we've always known the pride, research, innovation, and quality that goes into the shooting supplies they make. So we were thrilled when Jason Hornady invited some of our Midsouth staff out to Grand Island, Nebraska to see where it all happens. We were about to get a VIP tour of Grand Island, the Hornady offices, and the production plant as well. And after that, 2 days of non-stop shooting and testing Hornady ammo. Some of the Hornady staff took time out of their busy schedule to show us around, and man, it was incredible. It was definitely a shooter's dream. Ammo as far as the eye could see. Bins just completely filled with brass. Machines cranking out bullets and jackets just like candy. We learned more in 2 hours than you can imagine. So many details that you probably never even thought of that you just have to see in person to understand. Like making lead bullet cores. It was probably one of the most incredible things we saw. Look at the size of that melter. And that's a steel ladle that's floating right on top of that dense lead. Scraps get thrown back into the melter, and eventually these cylinders come out and are pressed through this machine, which makes lead wire that's eventually put on spools and then cut up into the cores themselves. It's pretty incredible. But two things really stood out in our minds from the whole tour. One was quality control. Real human beings physically check everything that goes out the door. And if it's not up to par, it gets rejected. And another thing that stood out from the whole tour was pride. The people at Hornady really like what they do, and they take a great deal of pride in what they're making. It really looked like a great place to work. So after the tour, we took a trunk full of rifles and Hornady ammo to give it the ultimate test: prairie dogs. For some, it was their first time ever shooting prairie dogs. Can you imagine your first time shooting prairie dogs, and with the guys from Hornady and with the trunk full of Hornady ammo? It was too cool. After we finally educated most of the prairie dogs out there, we got to go to the chicken coop to sample some of the local cuisine. Evidently, no stop to Grand Island is complete without it. And some of us got to wear it. Early the next morning, it was off to the 1911 Centennial Heartland shooting match. And none of us at Midsouth had ever done anything like this before. We didn't know what to expect.
We could show you grips, any of that stuff. But I would drop the slide. Okay, and you don't want to have your finger. There you go.
But it didn't matter. We got to run around, and in some cases even drive around and shoot tons of ammo. It was a blast. It was the best feeling to finally get out from behind a desk and go out and shoot the things that we sell. What a great trip. We met some new friends. We got to see the machines and the people that make Hornady run. Some of us got our first prairie dog. We got to run around and shoot a ton of ammo. And most of all, we got to see what a top-notch outfit Hornady Manufacturing really is.